What's up, guys? Sean here, and I'm just gonna stack gameplays until I'm done talking, basically. So enjoy, because I don't know how long this is gonna go on for. So we're talking about Call of Duty Ghost right now, and I haven't seen a ton of gameplay-wise. I've been just kind of reading stuff, and even there, I've probably missed some stuff because there's been no like one source that has really had everything I wanted to hear. There's been a bunch of sources that had some information here and some information there. No one just has like compiled it into a big list. So I'm going off what I've read. Of course, I could be misquoting someone, or they are misquoting, and then my quote is misquoting them, and now we're all backwards. So if you do have information that makes something I say in this wrong, please feel free to share it, and I apologize if I say anything wrong. But this is how I understand things at this point. So Call of Duty Ghost has been revealed, and I will say that going into the announcement of Ghost, I was really nervous because Treyarch, for all the hate that some people give them, and you know, I can understand the part with the engine, although I do think that you know you can get used to it. If you know going from an Infinity Ward game to a Treyarch game is sometimes difficult, and you feel like you can always go back to an Infinity Ward game without issue, but at the same time, I play Black Ops 2. I know how to play. I don't have an issue with it anymore. Like, it was probably an issue for all of 5 seconds, and then I got used to it, and it's all fine. So I understand that. But Treyarch, for anyone who plays competitive, and again, I understand that not everyone does. I totally hear you, because, you know, some people yell at me when I talk about it, like, well, I don't play that. I hear you. I hear you. But at the same time, I don't think anything Treyarch did for competitive breaks the public matches. Okay, I don't see that at all. So, you know, Treyarch has been really good with us. We hate them sometimes and we bitch about them, but at the same time, they've been really, really, really good to us, and we can't thank Treyarch enough, because Call of Duty would not be on MLG circuit at all if it wasn't for Treyarch. So, thank you, Treyarch. Now, I woke up this morning to the tweet that said, MLG's picked up Ghost for 2014, and I, like, did a little fist pump, and I was like, yes, this is awesome. And it wasn't actually this morning, it was, like, tonight. But, hey. So, I woke up, and I saw that, and I was like, yes. And then I kind of read into it, and a lot of my biggest fears for Ghost seem to be coming true. Now, it was, like, awesome, it's picked up. So, everything's good. And then, you know, you read that, well, there's no theater mode. And listen to me, I get that the game, or that the new consoles will be recording the game, like they have the DVR built in. However, the point of theater mode, and the glory that is theater mode, is not necessarily that. It's the fact that I can be playing the game and then go watch Irish's perspective, or whoever else in the game's perspective. You can't do that with the DVR that only records my screen. I think it's a big oversight, and it's part of the like laziness factor that I always get when thinking about Infinity Ward. Because if you think about it, Modern Warfare 3's theater mode is not even close to Black Ops 2. Never mind Black Ops 1. Like, Modern Warfare 3's theater mode is shit. It sucks. It doesn't function at all. It's bullshit. You can't spectate first person on anyone but yourself. It's terrible. Like, it's god-awful, and I'm sorry, but it's garbage. And it's flat-out laziness on their part to not make it work better than that. Halo does it. Call of Duty does it from Treyarch. It's not that difficult to get it done. All you had to do was spend an extra 15 minutes figuring it out, and you would have probably come to the same conclusion. But you didn't, and so you shit out this thing, and now you're just pulling it from the game based on the excuse that, well, the consoles have DVRs. Yes, but the DVRs, I guarantee, do not record everyone else's screen, meaning I can't go watch whoever I want. I can't fly up over the map and spectate anything. Like, that's just shitty. Like, that's just being lazy. That's pure shitty laziness, and I'm sorry, people are gonna get pissed at me for screaming at them and getting all upset already, but it's just stupid. What happened was you saw Treyarch, you were like, oh, they just shit on us with this theater mode. And you didn't want to have to fucking fix yours, so you just cut it from the game and had the built-in excuse of consoles have a DVR now. It's lazy. Now, the fact that live streaming from the inside the game isn't coming back, not a big deal. Didn't understand it anyway. I think it was a really nice try by Treyarch. Like, I appreciate the effort. But at the same time, it looks like shit, and it was limited on those consoles, and now that the consoles have built-in streaming, It doesn't seem necessary. So, on that front, fine, whatever. I'll deal with it. But in terms of theater mode, like, lazy, 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 lazy. And now we get to Codcaster, which this isn't even the game yet. This is just nitpicky things around the fucking foundation. The Codcaster may or may not be returning. They said they'll have a great way to spectate competitive play. They did not say Codcaster. I don't know if it's going to be the same thing and just called something else or similar. You know, Codcaster is a great tool. It's very important to the game. I don't know if you understand this, but it is. Like, it's super important to the spectators to be able to see it the way it's shown now in tournaments, because before it was literally the spectator screen. It was like the shittiest thing ever. Like, it couldn't have been worse to watch. Like, you didn't know what the hell was going on, what the score was, where it was garbage. It's all pretty now, and this has been my belief for the longest time, but if we could do something where, because I know we can, it's just if they try it, if you could do it so that you could have your clan made up on COD Elite, and then, or your team, or whatever they want to call it, but you could have it made on COD Elite and upload an image, and then that image would be used as your logo on the Codcaster board at the top instead of just the generic team logos. That would be awesome, because then MLG could have Optics logo and Complexity's logo, so you know who's who, and you don't have to be like, who's the SEALs team? Like, you know, figure that stupid thing out. So that would be amazing, and a Codcaster better come back in some form. I really don't want to accept a shittier version of what Treyarch did, but no version is going to be unacceptable. A shittier version, I'll live, but I won't be happy about it. I'll be pretty pissed off and pretty upset. And so, now we're going to get into what I understand about the game itself, and game types, and all that stuff. So, from what I understand, Hardpoint is not returning, and currently CTF is not in the game, and does not look to be returning. Now again, this goes back to competitive for me. We've been playing CTF forever, since Black Ops 1, and I think we played it Modern Warfare 2. So we've been playing CTF since MW2, when it was first it was played in World at War, but World at War is a different story, because COD 4 was still being played back then as the main competitive title. So we've been playing it for years, and it's the only game type, other than Search and Destroy, that's stuck with us the whole time. So, to have it removed is kind of... It's tough, because I don't know what else is going to be played, I guess is the thing. It's not necessarily that CTF is the god game type. I think it's a very exciting game type in Black Ops 1 and MW3. I think in Black Ops 2, it's not shitty, but it's a lot slower, and it's just something's off about it in Black Ops 2. It just doesn't work well. I think it's probably map design. And not that the map design's bad, it's just like there's no really quick route to get the flag, and so sometimes things get a little off. But, you know, it's not returning as of now, and if it does return, which would probably be a later just addition, you know, just adding the playlist back in, I would imagine it wouldn't have what Treyarch did for us, which was they made the rules so that each side's flags carry over and then come to a grand total. They would go back to that stupid half thing, which is just dumb, and it's just a shitty way to do it in the first place. It doesn't even make sense. And then, on top of that, it is extra shitty, because it's not the way we play it, and then we have to sit there in tournaments and explain that we're counting on a fucking pad of paper, like how many flags each team has, and that's just dumb as shit, and you know it, and it's stupid. So, Hardpoint, I don't know how many people played in public matches. I have no idea. I can be honest, I have no idea how that playlist looks. But it again seems to be an example of Infinity Ward just not liking to do anything Treyarch does, and totally just wanting to avoid being associated with that company. When, to be honest, they're kicking your ass in terms of innovation. I don't give a shit. You can say you like Infinity Ward's games better. Have at it. But they don't try. It's like the laziest display of game making ever. Like, Call of Duty doesn't innovate. I can throw it out there, but neither does Battlefield and neither does Halo. Like, just don't even try to tell me they do, because they don't. Battlefield's big thing is a bigger building can fall down this time around. Great, awesome. High fives, everyone at DICE, you made a building fall down that was bigger than the building that fell down before it. It's the same thing. You're just trying to make it sound like you did something. You didn't do anything. And I'm not saying that I want them to, just saying don't throw the Call of Duty never innovates, what do you expect card, because nobody does. Any franchise is the same game every time. Assassin's Creed is the exact same way. I mean, Grand Theft Auto, for the most part, is pretty much the same game. I love the shit out of it, but they don't, like, redo Grand Theft Auto every time around. You're a criminal, and it's an open world where you can run people over and get chased by police. Pretty much, that's the gist of it. They add some, like, basically new kill streaks in, and that's how they change the game. Then they change the cars instead of the guns. It's just the way it is, and I'm sorry, but that's how it is. Any franchise is going to be the same game over and over and over again. So, not adding Hardpoint is, I don't know. I don't like playing Hardpoint personally, but spectators love to watch it, so it's hard to see it go. And the toughest part of this whole thing is not just because we don't have those game types. There's no viable replacements, because, you know, there are some more new game types to be announced, but they're probably going to be goofy party game types like Infected. Like, we can't play competitive Infected. I'm sorry, it just doesn't make any sense. And so right now we have Search and Destroy. Great. Awesome. Best tournament ever. And if we can't set the clock to 1.5, I may very well just kill someone, because it's not that hard to change a clock. But we don't have that. We don't have CTF. We don't have League Play. League Play also gone. They said there's going to be a way to rank those team things, but it sounds like it's going to be like in kill confirmed and stuff, which nobody wants a part of competitively. Search and Rescue is basically Search and Destroy with dog tags, so search and kill confirmed. I mean, that's not innovative at all. I'm not saying Hardpoint is, because that was Treyarch's new game type. It's basically Headquarters, except you just auto-capture the Hardpoint. You don't have to, like, wait to capture it to get points. You just get points for being in it. But at the same time, like, I don't even understand why I'd want to play Search and Rescue. Hardpoint, it's like Headquarters. I always kind of like the concept of, it was so slow. Like, it was just really slow. And Hardpoint's basically King of the Hill, which is pretty fun. It's not bad. Works out pretty well. Whoever's in the hill, they're King of the Hill, they get the points. Works for me. I don't like Kill Confirmed. I like Kill Confirmed if you compare it to Team Deathmatch. Which one do I want to play? I want to play Kill Confirmed. But why, you ask? It's because I want more points for the streaks by getting the dog tags. It's not because I want to play Kill Confirmed. I especially don't want to play Search and Rescue. And Cranked, that sounds like literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Cranked sounds like a combination of, what's Sharpshooter? Is that the party game type? I think Sharpshooter is that one that Treyarch has. A combination of Sharpshooter and what was the one? I just had it in my head, now I forget. I wasn't going to say Sharpshooter first, I was going to say something else, and now a Sharpshooter and, like, the Specialist Killstreak option that Infinity Ward has. It sounds like a combination of the two in a team deathmatch. I mean, it's like, it's hard to understand where they're coming from. And on top of that, the graphics, I'm not saying they look worse, but they don't look that much better. Like, there's nothing going on there. And for the lack of theater mode and the lack of this and that and everything just lacking totally around the board, it's like, what have you spent the last 2 years doing? Have you just been like, oh man, I don't know what to say. And one thing I can confirm is I'm not getting a special edition of this game. There's no reason. I'm just gonna buy the regular one, and I'll see. I'm giving it a shot, although I ain't holding out hope. I am not feeling good about this. I think that the partnership with MLG is awkward at best, and that didn't even get me into the perks and kill streaks, which I'll touch on briefly here. It's like a lazy pick. It's like Pick 10 on steroids to not copy Treyarch. It's like they didn't want to take what Treyarch did, and Pick 10's not perfect. I mean, it's not, but I think it's pretty damn good. And I think that I really enjoyed the fact that they took the perks and added most of the, like sleight of hand things to attachments. Because that makes sense. Like, it's just sensible to do it that way. The thing was like you can have like up to 11 perks or something, and there's like 100 perks and like so many perks. Like I'm gonna take 45 minutes to find my perks. Like, just put them on the attachments. And I don't know what the attachments are now, but I'm assuming like extended mags and red dot and ACOG and things like that. But you know, you get to pick 2 attachments and they don't count against you. Like, no points are allocated to attachments. Seems really goofy. I mean, I guess because they're not really doing anything, because they're just like red dots and stuff, I guess. But at the same time, I don't know what all the attachments are, like, or what all the perks are, like I said, but it sounds like it seems to open the door to everyone running red dot extended mags, which is just not... That doesn't make sense. I mean, that's going to be really bad for a tournament where everyone has, like, unlimited bullets and a red dot. Like, I'm not feeling good about this Infinity Ward. And then my last real complaint that I can think of right now, before I really run into tomorrow with this video, is I don't understand the support streaks returning. I don't think anyone enjoyed support streaks. And again, it really depends what they do with them, because, like, the one that got me the EMP and the Stealth Bomber in Modern Warfare 3, it was like, why? Like, why? I could get this, like, 7 times if you just let me play, and I actually ran support streaks. So why? I like Specialist coming back. I think Specialist was a lot of fun. Although, with, like, the 110 perks that you can now have, I'm not sure Specialist is a good idea, because you may very well become superhuman. You may very well. But I think Specialist was a lot of fun. I just think Support's such a bad idea. Like, such a terrible idea, and... I don't know. It's like, because no matter what they do, I don't like it. It's either, like, unlimited UAVs, basically, EMPs galore, a stealth bomber. Like, I don't know what you do. They have to be non-lethal as far as I'm concerned. But at the same time, I don't want unlimited UAVs. Or unlimited counter UAVs. Or unlimited EMP. It's just annoying. Like, it's just bullshit and stupid. And they're probably going to have that fucking dog streak in there because everyone's obsessed with it. So you can probably get the dog if you just, like, fucking flick the left stick up. Like, I mean, God, and everyone's so excited about the fucking dogs. Ugh. Can you hear that I'm pissed off? And again, it comes down to there's no League play, there's no CODcaster at the moment, there's no theater mode. They took out CTF and Hardpoint. Like, what are you doing over there? Are you doing anything? Because, quite frankly, graphically you did nothing. Gameplay-wise, you did nothing. Oh, they have Lean. Oh, goody. Lean will be useful all of, like, for 5 seconds. I think the only time you would lean is in Search and Destroy, otherwise you're just going to sprint around the corner. And even if you did, there's probably a head glitch that's more suitable than leaning around the corner anyway, so what the fuck good is that to anyone? I didn't notice anything, but do they have machine pistols? Because if they do, both Treyarch and Infinity Ward deserve a punch in the face for those. Those are so dumb. No one, fuck the machine pistols. We don't want an SMG sidearm. Get that away from me. I don't want any part of that. Natechite said you can see all around yourself when you have a sniper. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that almost sounds like like snipers. People find them annoying. I don't find them as annoying as everyone else, but people do find them annoying. Giving them full field of view while they're sniping seems really like a terrible idea. I thought like the one downside was that you have to actually aim down sights and you can't see like your peripheral. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna probably do another video covering this again because I will talk for days about how much I'm upset and I probably missed things I meant to say. But what do you guys think? I'm not optimistic. I look at it competitively. True. I don't really look at it from a public perspective, so you guys can give me that perspective. But from a competitive standpoint, it seems like they're missing almost everything on the checklist. The MLG backing sounds good, but again, there's a lot of money being exchanged in that, so I don't even know if that means anything anymore. Before, like, MLG picked up a game because it was a really, the game was going to be built their way, And like even with Halo, money exchanged hands there a lot, like to get Halo on the circuit. But like Halo had an MLG playlist in the game. You know, it was in the game. So like they were still working together for sure. You know, this time I feel like the COD Champs contract was signed last year, meaning MLG was in agreement to do this already, and it just feels like maybe they didn't know what they were getting themselves into. I hope, you know, things can change. There's still time for development. There's still time for more announcements, but theater mode is definitely out, which is really upsetting and stupid to me, because I don't want to use the console's DVR because it only records my screen. I don't know if I'm the only one who can see that lazy giant oversight, and I guess Infinity Ward theater mode only recorded my screen too, so I'm not really having much of a loss here, but still. So that is today's video. Tomorrow I'll probably talk about GTA, maybe rant about Madden, and probably rant about this again in the near future. So thanks for watching. Thoughts below. Please don't hate me too much. I know I get upset, but I haven't got that upset in a long time, and it's because I only get that upset in Infinity Ward. And I know I should probably stop paying attention to Call of Duty, but I can't help myself, so I'll see you later.